So I want to explain something today that a lot of you are probably going to notice, and that would be the fact that manipulative women, when you're dating, do not respond very well to what I would call masculine leadership. Okay. Now, manipulative women, when you're dating them, will also make it a point to make sure that no matter what you say is wrong. Okay? So let me give you an example. Let's say you try to make a suggestion and lead something. The woman might get mad or defensive and say something like, everything always has to be your way. This is just not the type of energy that I'm looking for. Okay? Because you attempted to lead something. The woman might flat out say something like, you're too much. Everything always has to be your way. And it's all because you attempted to lead. You attempted to make a suggestion. That same woman, if you would have done the complete opposite, if she made a suggestion and you just went along with it and you said, okay, yeah, that's cool. That's fine. That works. I'm good with that. That same woman, 20 minutes later, might turn on that switch in her mind where she now looks at you and goes, oh, you're so passive. I wish I had a man that could lead. You never give any input. You're so passive. You're so passive. You just go with the flow. You're not even a man. You're not even a man. You stand for nothing. You're not even a man. And keep in mind, this is a reflection of her desire level towards you. Because she has low interest, because she has low desire, all of a sudden everything that you say is wrong in her eyes. And the attitude and the voice might be different, right? She might appear like she's disgusted or she's nagging you or whatever. But that's the type of manipulative behavior you can expect from a manipulative woman. What you have to understand is a woman will probably always be better than you at seduction. A woman will probably always be better than you at charm. And a woman will probably always be more manipulative than you in the situation because your mind is probably going to be centered more in just the day-to-day logic and rational thinking of what to do to keep the lights on and keep the bills paid and keep things going. That's going to be your rational male mind. Now, a manipulative woman is going to look for value extraction and resource extraction. And specifically, your mental bandwidth, she wants all of it. This is not going to be a woman who wants what's best for you. This is a lot of times not even a woman that wants what's best for her. This is purely a woman that wants her emotions stimulated by feeling the thrill of conquering. She wants to feel the thrill of conquering by knowing what it's like to either, number one, emasculate the man, or know what it's like to, number two, would be break the man's spirit to the point where he just can't even feel like he can do anything right. The reason why I'm telling you this is because there's a lot of women that you're going to meet or that you're going to date who desire that. They don't desire what's best for you. A lot of times they don't even desire what's best for themselves. They seek to conquer. They seek to conquer and they seek to feel the emotional thrill of victory. And to them, a lot of times victory will only be the other person losing, the other person feeling heartbroken, the other person feeling destroyed. That's what you can probably expect from majority of women that you date. Okay? You will notice that it's like they're not even in their feminine energy, but they're not even in their masculine energy. It's like the energy that they're rooted in or the energy that they're centered in is like an evil, conquering energy, like seeking to destroy. Okay? Now, I'm going to explain to you how you can spot this type of woman. So this type of woman that you meet or that you come across, from the external, her external appearance, She's going to appear elegant, very well dressed, very well mannered. She's going to give off the illusion and the appearance of like what would be in your mind the perfect wife, okay? The perfect girlfriend. This is what her outward appearance will look like. She won't appear very promiscuous. Maybe she doesn't have that active of a social media. And you're also going to notice that she gives off this illusion of elegance in a way that will convince you that she is like the highest form of feminine. Soft-spoken, never raises her voice, never swears. Another thing that you might notice from this specific type of woman is you might notice, like, okay, one of the things that I can tell you is this. Anytime you're with a woman and you notice that she claims, okay, you might notice this from time to time. You might come across a woman who claims that she wants a man who's a good leader or a man who's good at leading. And this, a lot of times, couldn't be further from the truth from how your rational, logical male brain interprets the word leadership. And I'm going to explain to you why, and I'm going to explain to you what this means. What you're going to notice when a woman claims that she wants a good leader is you're going to notice that her actions follow the exact opposite. She claims that she wants a good leader, so you think rationally, here's what will happen. You think that she wants a guy who plans dates, sets things up, says, hey, I think this is where we should go and what we should do. This is the best way of doing things, and that's what you think she'll gravitate towards. I can tell you this from not only firsthand experience, but I can tell you this from just not only dating women over the past 11 years of my own life, but also seeing numerous other dudes who either have been in my community or these are guys who I've just known on a personal level. Women follow the exact opposite of what they claim they want. A lot of times, that same woman that claims she wants a good leader, she will follow passive men who never call and never make any plans. She follows men a lot of times who can't lead anything and don't even make a decision at all. She will gravitate towards men who never try to set up a plan or plan any date at all. And you'll notice that she will oftentimes chase these passive men who don't do anything, or who maybe have a lot of times degenerate behavior, so he's not even in the rational mindset to lead anything. Like, his behavior is so not even centered on himself. He's just so lost that he's not even concerned about doing anything, that she gravitates towards that guy, hoping she can change him, hoping that with just a little bit of elbow grease and hard work and some convincing, he'll start to be the type of man that she wishes or claims she could have. These same women that will tell you that they want a good leader will typically follow men that have no leadership characteristics at all. Not only does he not lead himself, but he does not lead the relationship, and he sure as hell does not lead the dates or the interactions or plan anything. That type of man, okay, because he sits and does absolutely nothing, to her, she actually starts to view him as stronger than the rest. She'll either think that he has more options than everybody else and he's so high of value that he doesn't need to lead anything, or she will mistake his lack of leadership for disinterest, and her emotions will actually work in his favor, even though you would look at that dude and you think he's degenerate or he doesn't have anything going for himself or he's not a very masculine man. What you will see is what women claim that they want is completely opposite from what they respond to. But one of the biggest signs of a very manipulative woman that you're going to find is if she claims she wants a good leader. And here's why. Here's why this is absolute manipulation. And to the naked eye, most men wouldn't even be able to see what's actually going on in this circumstance or in this situation. When women claim they want a good leader, like when she's sitting there and she claims she wants a good leader and she's telling you this, here's why this is one of the biggest manipulation tactics that most men will fall for. When she claims she wants a good leader, what she's actually getting him to do is she's getting him to reveal his interest level so that way she can reject him. I will say that one more time. When most women claim they want a good leader, she is now getting that man to reveal his interest level. That way she has the ability to reject him. Think about it this way. If she tells that man, I want a good leader, I want somebody who can plan things, I want somebody who can see the future and plan out where we're headed, all this stuff sounds great on paper. The man is going to sit back and think to himself, oh wow, look at me, I found such a feminine woman, and then watch the manipulation unfold. Once that man starts to lead something or plan something or set something up, what does he do? He raises his communication level. He assumes that leadership to that woman is going to look like him demonstrating action and attempting to demonstrate communication and effort. And what that really means is that he assumes that he'll be rewarded by taking initiative and actually planning things. So as soon as he says, hey, planned out this great experience, planned out this great date, we'll do this and then we'll do this, and afterwards we can finish off getting dessert or getting ice cream here. And he thinks he's such a good leader, he thinks that he's planning everything. Watch her all of a sudden flake or claim that she's busy or claim that she's just not interested or claim that, well, you didn't lead quite the right way. You did it just a little bit wrong, or you did it not the way I wanted you to. This is what you can experience, okay? That same woman will chase men who are very passive and don't attempt to lead anything. Now, what you're going to find is that women, okay, have their own agenda. Women have their own agenda and women have their own plans. They have their own agenda and they have their own plans. That's what you're going to find. Now, a lot of men might say, oh, modern women just don't know how to respond to masculine men, or, a lot of men might say, modern women are just more masculine than they used to be. Whatever the case may be, it doesn't matter what label you want to put on it. This is what you're going to find to be true. Women have their own plan a lot of times and their own way of doing things and how they want to do it, how they want that interaction to go, because she's basing everything based on how she feels. And the one thing that women will oftentimes optimize for is her immediate needs or her immediate happiness right now in the moment. That is all that typically matters, is satisfying that one specific second of that one specific minute of that one specific hour and how she feels at that time. Well, any friction, any leadership, okay, if you want to call it that, of the man demonstrating some type of leadership or of the man demonstrating some type of plan or process or routine for her to follow, is going against the grain of what she wanted to do in that moment. Is going against the grain of what she wanted to do with how she assumed the day would unfold, with how she assumed the plan would go. Because of that, what you'll notice is that as soon as that man demonstrates any type of leadership, she takes it one of two ways. Either the first way that she'll take it is she'll take it as effort and him emphasizing communication. Therefore, now she has the ability or opportunity to reject you. This is why I've told you in numerous videos, especially with modern dating today, with social media and with dating apps, it's defense, it's not offense. You are punished for effort. You are punished for setting up plans. You are punished for even trying. Okay? Keep that in mind. So this will go one of two ways. Because you have now used effort to lead the situation or to set up plans or to attempt to be a good leader, she now has the opportunity to reject you and say, no, I'm not interested in doing it that way. Or number two, this is the second thing that will most likely happen. Because she already had an idea or a situation play out in her mind or in her thought process of how that date or that experience or that circumstance or that plan or that event should go, you'll notice that women constantly look to the future. Okay, because of that, she has an idea of how she thinks it will play out and the emotions associated with it. So anytime, a lot of times you attempt to lead or say anything, that is counterintuitive or opposite or goes against how she thought that that plan would unfold, it doesn't serve her emotions in the moment, and she feels like it's making her feel not as happy, or it makes her feel bad in the moment. And then a lot of times you'll notice disinterest regardless. One of the things you guys have to have is you have to have some rock solid friends, or at minimum you have to have a community around you. You have to be surrounded by guys who have like-minded interests. Like, listen, if you're around family members that either are not supportive, or they don't see your vision, or on top of that, they just don't see how the world has shifted. Maybe you have friends that are not on the same path as you, or your friends aren't able to see past, like, let's say they're 9 to 5 or just like getting by this month, or they're not able to see how the world has shifted. If your friends aren't wanting to improve or get a girlfriend or have a family one day, or like get better in their dating life, or just get better in general, I don't see how it's going to be very possible for you to hit your goals and have fun along the way. So the whole reason why I tell you that is because, like, for example, here's a dude in my community, and he goes, just being in the community here for 2 weeks, I have noticed some great changes in myself. Now, if you shift your attention downwards, he goes, I feel a stronger connection with God, what my purpose is, and I look forward to the next day and next challenge. See, I'm seeing posts like this, which is why after today's video, join us in the community I built, so that way I can help you learn, understand, and master the language of women. So what you're going to notice about majority of the modern women that you meet or that you date that demonstrate manipulative characteristics is that what they claim they want is going to be completely different than what they respond to. And what that really means at a deeper level is this: anytime that you think you're rewarded for action and attempting to put forth effort and to plan things and to lead and to demonstrate masculinity, you are typically punished. And women a lot of times will gravitate towards men who do not plan anything. And the reason why she feels like that's actually more masculine is because she assumes that he's just leading his own life, and he's not even interested, and he's not even focused on her or the plan or the event. And naturally her emotions work in his favor. So keep that in mind. These are just some of the traits that you're going to notice from manipulative women in a relationship. If you notice